Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another journal video for you. This is, I consider it kind of an art journal, but it could also be considered a scrapbook, I guess. But basically, I am planning on putting a little memory in here about the eclipse that just happened. For this, I made some tiny little prints here of a few of my favorite eclipse pictures that I saw from photographers on Twitter. And yeah, I just printed them out and I'm going to paste them in here and make a nice little collage. I also specifically got these deco papers for this. It's supposed to be an ephemera pack that is like celestial focused. The first thing I'm going to do is cut out the stars of the show, which are the photographs of the actual eclipse. I do realize that at the time of posting this video that the eclipse has already happened like a couple months earlier. I did actually finish this journal entry back in April when the eclipse actually happened. It's just that I haven't gotten around to editing the video until now. You know, life gets away from you sometimes. Now with all of the photos cut out, it is time to take a look at these ephemera papers that I got off of Amazon. And of course a plane had to pass by right whenever I was doing the ASMR stuff. So this packet is a mix of little slightly transparent washi tape style stickers as well as some papers. You can see this nice little moon here. Overall, I was really surprised by the quality of this set. You never know what you're gonna get whenever you only spend $5. So basically, I'm just going to flip through these and pick out things that I may want to use in the layout. The set, as you can see, has some moons and planets and like little star maps and things. It does have a few things that maybe don't quite fit, like little tickets for merchandise and tickets for like entry to places that no longer exist and that kind of thing. Here's an example of something not celestially related. The Electric Light Orchestra, whatever this is. It's kind of cool anyway, but it's not appropriate for today's project. This set clearly has many moons and the planets as well. Saturn's in the background, and then here's a little one of Jupiter, and then Earth is right below Jupiter in that stack. And this here looks like a little coat check ticket or something. Again, it's not planets, celestial stars related, but it can be useful for another project. I've sorted through most of the washi stickers, and I've gotten to some of the little decorative papers here. You can see this one's like a little star map of some sort. is a cute little diagram of our solar system, and it has Halley's Comet on it. It's not exactly appropriate for this project, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. And then there's a couple little star maps here, and then there is something vaguely eclipse related right here on these little sheets, so I'm gonna put one aside for potential use. And then these little pics of the moon here, I think I rejected those actually, and I'm just flipping through and seeing anything that is moon or eclipse related for my layout. So at this point, I've sorted through most of everything that I want to use, and I actually decided that I want to use a little bit of brown paper bag on this layout. So I am reusing or recycling this little bag here. See, it even says, please recycle this bag, so I am recycling it. I feel like you can find material for collage anywhere, and it is kind of satisfying to reuse and some of the papers and things that would normally get thrown away. One of the reasons why I really wanted to do a little eclipse spread in here for my art journal slash scrapbook was because I really wanted to have a little something to hold on to that can help me remember the event of that day. I can still clearly see it in my mind and everything, so it's not like the memory has gone away, but it's really nice to just go back and look at and see you know, the pictures and things, and just remember that day. I really, the eclipse was like totally amazing. Let's just put it that way. It's hard to put it into words, but I definitely, like, for some reason, it made me feel energized and hopeful. So I want to carry that into the rest of the year. That feeling of like awe-inspiring and like I can do this, like life is awesome, because you know we get worn down an awful lot, especially on social media and stuff. Things things not going right, people being selfish, you know, all the bad things with society. But then something fantastic like the eclipse happens, and it just, I don't know, it renews my happiness anyway, my hope. It renewed my hope, let's just put it that way. Here you can see I have this little silver stamp pad. I had been hanging on to it for actually quite a while, and very unfortunately it had no dampness left in it. It was dry as a bone. You'll be able to see that here in a minute. It kind of stinks to like come back to your stuff that you've been holding on to and then realize that they're dead. It's disappointing. So since my silver is dead, which it would have been really cool to have had silver stamps, I am probably just going to go with my navy blue here. And I'm going to make a few tests on this bit of scrap paper here, so I can make sure that my stamp set is going to work well with the paper. You know, you don't want to just go through willy-nilly. I've got out my little alphabet set again, the one that, if you have seen the previous video, I tried out for the first time. These stamps show up a lot better with the navy blue ink, so you'll be able to see it a lot easier in this video here. And I still really like these stamps. They were very cheap, and they aren't perfect, but they do the job that I want them to do. So now with the testing out of the way, it's time to actually put some ink to paper. And yay, it was successful! And again, just like my last video, I end up spending a lot of time just rearranging the pieces on the paper and trying to come up with a nice little layout that is satisfying to me. And slowly but surely, things eventually start coming together. I feel like I have the top left-hand corner and the little top middle piece ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my glue tape here and put it in the book and make it permanent. It's not quite perfect, but it will do. And now I'm going to stamp out Total Solar Eclipse with my new little stamp set here. It is a little bit dodgy to get like sentences and whole words to come out, so they're nice and even, but I feel that for this particular journal section, it doesn't really matter that much. I do kind of wish that I had one of those fancy little typewriters. I can't believe I actually want one, but I kind of do. I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to put like actual typewriter copy in here. Okay, so I very carelessly accidentally put in April 8th, 2023, but I do catch it and I do end up fixing it. I feel like when I do collage that the further I get into the project, the messier that my workspace becomes. Is that the same for anyone else? I do feel that there is a certain satisfaction in a mess that you made while you're making something nice. I don't know what it is, but having a mess after you've finished a project, it really feels like you really did something or something like that. Or maybe I'm just a little bit crazy. You can let me know in the comments. Having gone to art school, I feel like the art of collage is kind of a little bit looked down on, because you're basically taking found objects and arranging them to your liking. Um, I don't personally feel that way, but that's the vibe that I got whenever I was in school. But I think there is really a lot of merit to collage. First of all, it's just kind of fun and freeing, and it gives you a chance to just try out some new things that you could eventually take back into your drawings. I think also whenever you're an artist and you're embroiled in like a painting and stuff, um, sometimes it can be stressful doing a painting. I mean, let's admit it. At least I have found some paintings to be stressful. Um, but when you're doing collage, there's less, I guess, pressure on you to produce something perfect. So you feel like you have a lot more freedom to just play around and use old CVS bags and such. And right about here is when I noticed that I put in 2023 and not 2024. So I went and got out my trusty Posca pen in white and I cover it up. While I'm fixing the date here, I also take the opportunity to go ahead and use my Posca pen as whiteout for a little bit of the schmutz that happened around the stamp areas. For the smaller bits of paper, I decide to bust out my brand new glue sticks. They are the glue stick. Seriously, it's GLOO. These glue sticks are actually pretty nice, and I got a whole packet of them for pretty cheap, under $5, I believe. And the glue actually looks blue, but when it dries clear, so you can see where you're putting the glue, but you won't see it in the end. Another thing of note regarding this glue stick is that it kind of smells like baby powder. So if you don't like baby powder, then don't get this, but otherwise I think it's really nice. I don't mind the baby powder smell because it smells better than glue smell. So at this point, I have most of the main elements down, and I decided to write a few little notes to myself. Just things about some of the features of the eclipse, like the diamond ring and the fact that you can see the solar prominences and things like this. I also wrote a few other notes to myself about various things, like that the solar prominences often look like hot pink, which I think is awesome, but not everybody may think so, but I don't care. Anyway. Of course, I also had to tacky things up a little bit with the gold foil stars, because who can resist some gold stars, right? It's just how I do. So finally, we are in the final stages here. I have pretty much everything of import in here. I think I'm just adding a few more gold stars here and there. But yeah, this is pretty much how it turned out, and I am overall pretty happy with it. It may not be my best work, but you know, it doesn't need to be. It just needs to remind me of an awesome time. So, with all that said, thank you for joining me on this journaling expedition with gold stars, and I hope to see you back for the next video. Again, if you like this kind of content, please like the video, comment. Commenting is always awesome, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And that's a wrap. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.